Hello, guys. Welcome back to our channel. I'm sure if you're a DV lottery winner, the one question that you are asking yourself is, when will I get my interview, right? And so, in this video, I want to talk to you about your chances of getting an interview based on your case number, as well as one of the worst performing US embassies in Africa that you need to totally avoid. And so, if you're DV 2024 winner, and you are waiting your interview, or you're a DV 2025 winner and you are just wondering when will you get your interview, this video is for you. All right, welcome back. So as I mentioned, if you're a DV 2024 winner, there are still pending cases that are yet to be processed by the MVC or the KCC, as well as all the other embassies, right? So um, as we've been talking about it here on our channel, there are two things that comes into play when it comes to when you are going to get your interview. Number one is your case number, right? The ranking or the position of your case number, and also the performance of the US embassy in your home country. And some people have low case numbers, but as of now, they have not had a chance to be scheduled for an interview. That is because of the performance of the embassy. And so, if you are still wondering whether you can get an interview, there is still some level of hope, right? Because what happens is that all the DV visas for the 2024 must be issued by the end of the DV 2024 fiscal year, so which is September of this year. So the visa bulletin is going to be continuously updated, and so just be patient and know that your turn is going to come. So I want us to take a look at the visa bulletin together. We are about to enter into June, so we're going to take a look at what are the priority numbers for May and June, and we are also going to take a look at some historical data from 2023 and then probably 2022 to see what the cutoff was, right? So that you can estimate, if you're a DV 2024 winner, or even if you're a DV 2025 winner, you can have an idea of when you are likely going to get an interview. So I want us to go to the visa bulletin together, and let's explore the data for May 2024. All right, guys. So as you can see on your screen, currently the current case numbers for the various regions, and if you are not aware, the DV lottery is divided into 6 regions, right? So for the Africa region, we have 52,000 for all countries except Algeria, which is at 51,000, Egypt at 32,000, Morocco at 35,000. And for Asia, currently, the case numbers, if you have 8,000 and below, you should be expecting an interview, except for Iran and Nepal, which have their numbers as 7,001. And for those in Europe, the current case numbers are 18,000, except for Russia and Uzbekistan, which is at 17,750. For Russia and Uzbekistan is at 8,000. So for those in the North America is 15, Oceania is 16,650, and then South America and the Caribbean 2,600. So as we move into June, for the Africa region, we have 57,000, except Algeria, which is 56,950, Egypt 32,000, Morocco 41,500, and the list continues. So clearly looking at this, it looks like the numbers are projecting and going up a little bit. So how about we take a look at historical data for DV 2023 period? What was the expected cutoff before the end of the fiscal year, which was September 2023? So we are going to look at it together. So for September 2023, if you look at the data that is being displayed on the screen, by September, all the numbers were current. For Africa region, Algeria was at 45,000, Egypt 43,200, and Morocco 63,400. And as we projected into the month of October, that is when the DV 2024 began. So for those of you that have expecting for the DV 2025, your cases are going to start becoming current by October of this year. So October of this year, you need to start checking the visa bulletin, and also check on the official DV lottery website to be able to know when your 2NL is likely going to be issued. So going back and taking a look at probably August 2023, what was the data telling us? What was the data telling us for uh, August 2023 as far as the DV lottery was concerned? So it went as high as 63,500. It went as high as 63,500 for the Africa region. Asia region went as high as 21,000. Europe as high as 32,000. And what about July, right? What about July for the DV 2023 period? That was also still around 63,500, right? For okay, that was August. Yeah, same for July. Same for July, 63,500. So for June, what was the projected um, case numbers that were being processed? Same 63,500. So most likely, if you are a Hadivi 2025 winner, this should give you a clear idea of what the numbers are going to be projected for. And it all depends on other factors, right? So this is the data from 2023 that gives us an idea of what the numbers probably look like. And as I mentioned, I'm going to give you an idea of one of the worst performing embassies that you totally need to avoid. Because if you get stuck in this embassy with your DS-260 form, it's going to be difficult for you to even get an interview date. So we're still going to look at some data and explore what it looks like for the DV 2024 and how this embassy is performing. And you totally need to avoid this embassy at all costs. All right. So here is the data for the DV 2024. As it's being processed, as it stands now, 10,608 has been issued, right? And the number of cases that has been processed for the Africa region is 6,111. So that should tell you that out of the 57,000 cases that are being processed, pretty much just 6,111 has been processed. So there are some people that get refused, there are some people that get denied, and all that. And if you take a look at the data here, it shows you the ranges of the case numbers. So whereas the entire Africa region is ranking towards the 54,000, based on the DV, I mean based on the visa bulletin for the month of May, right? Based on the visa bulletin for the month of May, let's take a look at it. Um, probably around 52,000. So those are the cases that are currently being processed, right? However, this particular embassy, the embassy in Ghana, Accra, right? Accra, Ghana, it is the worst performing. So whereas the overall case numbers are ranking at about 50,000, they are still at the 8,000 mark for the DV 2024. So this explains why some people that have case numbers from 8,000 all the way to the current case numbers of 52,000, they are not getting interviews. And once you submit your DS-260 form, it becomes difficult. So for case numbers between 1 and 2001, you can see 25 has been issued. There is still 5 that are ready. Between 2000 and 4000 mark, 24 has been issued. And even for this, 6,000 to 8,000 mark, it's only 5 that are ready. They have not issued any visa at all. So this is very very difficult, right? And the table, as you can see, it shows the 2NL that has been given a specific date. So there's still a lot of work to be done as far as the embassy in Accra, the U.S. embassy in Accra is concerned. So, guys, I want you to take note of this. Accra, Ghana is the worst performing embassy, and I don't know if you're a DV 2025 winner. You need to start looking at other options. Yeah. So, as I talked earlier on, Accra, the U.S. embassy in Accra, it's not doing well at all, and I wish the U.S. embassy in Accra would definitely do something about it. So, if you are a DV 2024 winner, based on the data that we looked at, probably 60,000 and above, you are likely to maybe get your 2NL, and so there's still hope, right? We have June, July, August, so 3 months, and even probably maybe September for you to be able to go for your interview and relocate. But if you're a DV 2025 winner, and you are based in Accra, Ghana, explore other options, because I think what is happening is, if you submit your DS-260 and everything goes into the KCC, it might be difficult to make a change in the future. So I've heard of people that have tried other US embassies in other countries that are performing relatively well, and I haven't had a direct experience, and so I'm not sure of all the details, but I know that it is possible, right? But you need a proof of residence, and also you need to do your medicals in that country. When it comes to the police clearance, what I know is that you must get it from a country where you've been a resident for 6 months and up. So most likely you can still get it from Ghana, and then you can attach it to your document. So if you are a DV lottery winner, or if you know someone who is a DV lottery winner, please recommend this video to them. Like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get interactive. And until we come your way again next time, stay blessed.